and I have been pedaling my Doublevision for 18 years, which is a tandem recumbent. Let's go see if we can show you the tandem. First, I'll show off these lights, these great Harbor Freight lights, which I have mounted to a light mount, a light bar that I ordered that with CruzBike also. And great Harbor Freight lights, very, very well lit at night. And my other, besides those, I have Harbor Freight lights duct taped to my skid lid. They're upside down, but I bet you can tell my two favorite places that I love to eat when I'm bike touring. I don't even have to be bike touring. But these are also Harbor Freight lights, which I have since added to the CruzBike. The cable and the lock that is an ABUS lock, which I purchased through fantastic Crazy Cat Airport. This, the flags and pennants, including my TripAdvisor flag, all was purchased and mounted from Dave's Flags Pennants on Carnegie Drive here in El Paso. This is the fiberglass rod which I've added, and it's pretty tight, but folks, if you don't have visibility out there bicycling, you might as well forget it. Especially at night, daylight, you have to be visible. Visible also means having Earl. I keep my riding gear right there, real handy stuff. My gloves, my bike dash wire gloves, inside my skid lid, and that's very visible. I've had motorists who thanked me for having that because they, believe it or not, they couldn't see me sometimes. All this, and I can't be seen. But, you know, no, there's no 100% guarantee. There's not a 100% guarantee of total safety, no matter what things you add to the bicycle. So let's go see if we can see if I can show off the Doublevision a little bit. Those of you who have followed me in the past have a pretty good idea what my Doublevision looks like. It too has great Harbor Freight lights on the tail end of it. Of course, David's Flags and Pennants, fiberglass pole, tandem recumbent. And the reason it is here is because I have aged out. I simply don't have, my muscle strength is diminishing. My quads, hands, knees, and leg muscles are simply just degenerating as time passes. Dynamic GP Dr. Munoz has told me like 1 to 2% per year muscle mass loss, and I can tell it. I can see it. So I could no longer pedal my Doublevision. Last time I pedaled it on a bike tour, tried to pedal it on a bike tour from east side El Paso up to Las Cruces on the International Fort Hancock Las Cruces I-10 bicycle bypass. I was headed onto the western segment part of it, and I was going up to Las Cruces, from which I would have turned around basically and backtracked on New Mexico 478, also known as Main Street when you get into Las Cruces on it. I was going to backtrack on it back to the first chance I can get to go up to Santa Teresa Airport, which is where I always eat at Penny's Diner. Usually I will camp out there, but I eat at Penny's Diner, and then I continue on, it's the Pete Domenici Highway, and I continue to the Santa Teresa San Geronimo port of entry, and I go into Mexico. And then from there, I'll take the carretera, or the highway, the beautiful paved road, through Napra, down toward the Rio Bravo. And many times I will divert a little bit from there, going 3 miles, 5 clicks, up to Casa de Adobe, Parque Madero, boundary marker number 1. And then backtrack on that, get on North Sagare, and go in through Ciudad Juarez, staying right alongside the Rio Bravo, and eventually going through Parque Chamazal. And I have camped at a camping area at Parque Chamazal in Mexico, in Ciudad Juarez. It's great. And then from there, I will get to continue on the International Fort Hancock Las Cruces I-10 bicycle bypass and go to Calle, Arizona, and Juan Pablo II. Although I'm not on Juan Pablo II, I am in the parque there, the linear park,